The dollar isn't just money, it's a quiet authority, a rule book no one reads aloud, yet it shapes your life. Every price you pay, every loan you take, every economic crash you fear, and most people don't even notice. You might think the dollar is backed by gold or by trust in the U.S. government. That's what you've been told. But the truth is far stranger. Right now, trillions of dollars move every day, not in banks, not in wallets, but in invisible networks controlled by institutions you've never heard of. They decide what counts as money, who can borrow it, who must pay for it, and they do it quietly, almost invisibly. So who controls this power? It starts with central banks. The Federal Reserve in the U.S., the European Central Bank, the Bank of Japan. They set the rules of the game: interest rates, money supply, the flow of capital. But here's the twist. They don't act alone. They answer to a network of global banks, hedge funds, and shadow financial institutions. Institutions so interlinked that a decision in one city can ripple to the other side of the world overnight. Take U.S. Treasury bonds. The U.S. issues them constantly. Countries, corporations, investors, they buy them. It looks like a simple debt sale, but behind the scenes, it's a quiet battle for influence. Whoever buys the most bonds gains leverage. Leverage over markets, over nations, over economies. And here's the uncomfortable math. The U.S. government spends roughly $7 trillion a year. Less than half comes from taxes. The rest, created on paper, digitally, in bank ledgers, approved by people most Americans will never meet. That's right. Money isn't mined. It's not printed in piles. Most of it exists because someone decided it should, and that decision is power. Public perception matters too. We see headlines, dollar crashes, or markets surge, but those flashes are misleading. They hide the slow, invisible tug-of-war between global institutions. One moment, a hedge fund moves billions quietly. Suddenly, interest rates spike, stock markets wobble, and ordinary people notice only the aftershocks. The irony is sharp. The system is designed to look stable, safe, predictable. But underneath, it's a living, breathing web of incentives. Every actor chasing profit, influence, and survival. A misstep in one corner can trigger chaos everywhere. And here's the kicker. The dollar's dominance isn't guaranteed. Other currencies, cryptocurrencies, and shifting trade alliances are quietly nibbling at its supremacy. Every decision made in New York, London, or Tokyo has long-term consequences that ripple across decades. So the next time you swipe a card, pay a loan, or glance at the stock market, remember this. The dollar you trust so implicitly is controlled by forces that operate in silence. Forces that most people will never see. Forces that determine the very rules of wealth and poverty in the modern world. Who really holds that power? And what happens if they miscalculate or decide to change the game entirely? That question has no easy answer, and yet it will shape the next generation of economies, silently, relentlessly, invisibly.